The Avengers are the world's mightiest heroes, and these are their mightiest stories. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Avengers comics you should read.
What are these things? Aliens?
Unlikely, given the Egyptian styling to them. More likely this is Kang.
For this list, we're looking at the most famous issues and story arcs in the Avengers comic book history. Whether you're a huge Avengers fan or just starting out, make sure you check out these comics.
You sure about this?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Number 10, Dark Avengers.
Destroy them all.
The Avengers roster has changed a number of times over the years, but never before has the team consisted entirely of supervillains. The leader of the team was Norman Osborn, the former Green Goblin, who wore a red, white, and blue-themed Iron Man suit and dubbed himself the Iron Patriot.
The American people will soon know him as the Iron Patriot.
And how is President Ellis responding? By taking the guy they call War Machine and giving him a paint job.
The team featured several villains masquerading as heroes, including Venom as Spider-Man, Bullseye as Hawkeye, Daken as Wolverine, and Moonstone as Miss Marvel. Naturally, this team spent almost as much time fighting with each other as they did with their enemies, and their dysfunction makes this one of the more unique and entertaining Avengers storylines, as these villains have to try to do a little of the good guy stuff just to keep up the Avengers facade.
General Slocum, good to see you again. Mr. Balkan, Mr. Fargus, Norman.
Number 9, Captain America joins the Avengers.
Call it, Captain.
All right, listen up. Until we can close that portal, our priority is containment.
Contrary to what the Marvel Cinematic Universe would have you believe, Captain America wasn't actually a founding member of the Avengers.
Hey, Captain! Sign this!
He would eventually join the team in 1964's issue number 4, however, when they discovered him as a capsicle.
I don't care what time it is. This one's waited long enough.
This was the first comic appearance for the Cap in nearly 10 years, and provided us with details of his disappearance, including the demise of his best friend, Bucky Barnes. Cap would help the team defeat Namor, but more importantly, the issue saved him from irrelevance, and he would become a crucial member of the team for decades to come.
Good move.
Mr. Stark.
Captain.
Number 8, New Avengers Breakout.
Okay, am I in some kind of alternate universe? Who are you?
I'm War Machine.
Thanks to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Avengers' popularity is at an all-time high. Just 10 years ago, however, the series was struggling. That is, until the release of the New Avengers. Writer Brian Michael Bendis completely restructured the makeup of the team, mixing old members, such as Iron Man and Captain America, with exciting newcomers like Spider-Woman and Luke Cage.
Why us? I mean, why would Hank Pym come to us? Why not go to his own team? He's an Avenger. I don't get it.
Add in Wolverine and Spider-Man, and you get an extremely diverse team, which provided a much-needed jolt of life into the series.
Does that make any sense to anyone?
Nope. But if Stark is counting on the 6 of us to save the world, then we're all in some serious trouble.
Okay. Thanks for that. I guess, Avengers Assemble?
Number 7, the Kree-Skrull War.
Attention, Kree ship. You've entered restricted Earth space.
Incorrect. Your station is in restricted Kree space. Surrender or be destroyed.
Don't you just hate it when you get caught up in an intergalactic war? Earth winds up in the middle of this bitter feud between the Kree and Skrull empires, and it is up to the Avengers to save the world from complete destruction.
My name is Ms. Marvel, and I'm here to welcome you to Earth. Now go home.
This story features an enormous cast of characters, including Iron Man, Captain America, Reed Richards, Captain Marvel, and Ronan the Accuser, among countless others, which is why it's considered to be one of the best issues of the Bronze Age of comic books.
Such arrogance. You wish to die here? So be it.
It also introduces the Vision Scarlet Witch romance, which would become a staple of the comics.
I looked in your head and saw annihilation.
Number 6, Red Zone. For all of you who are craving an Avengers Zombies crossover, this book may be for you. A mysterious plague is turning people into corpses by dissolving their flesh, and it's up to the Avengers to stop it. What makes the story great is that it rises above the classic hero beating up the villain cliché. Although there are plenty of great fights, including She-Hulk beating up the team and the Black Panther taking on the Red Skull. It also features one of the most iconic covers in Avengers history, as a grief-stricken Iron Man holds the body of Captain America. Number 5, Ultron Unlimited.
Your creepy robot is looking at me again. Will you stop playing with it and talk to me?
Ultron is one of the Avengers' greatest villains, and this was his shining moment. Featuring a shiny new body made of adamantium, Ultron makes himself known by murdering the entire country of Slurernia.
Boom. The end. Start again.
With an army of robots at his side, Ultron is able to kidnap Hank Pym, Vision, Wasp, and Scarlet Witch, and plans to use them to start a new race.
Why are you doing this? You were supposed to help us!
I am trying to help you. My function is to instill peace and order. This is only possible if you stop functioning.
The Avengers come to their aid, are able to overcome the horde of Ultron bots, and Pym is eventually able to seemingly destroy Ultron with vibranium. If you're a fan of the recent Avengers film, this is the comic for you.
I'm on a mission.
What mission?
Peace in our time.
Number 4, the Korvac Saga. What happens when mortal men gain unlimited power? They attempt to save the universe by destroying it. That's the central plot of this storyline, as Michael Korvac travels to Earth with plans to turn it into a utopia.
I will never let them hurt me again. Any of them.
Who?
Standing in his way are the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers, who epically team up to take down the almighty Korvac. The villain is able to kill nearly every hero before committing suicide, which brings them back to life. Trust us, it makes sense if you read it, and it's awesome. Number 3, the Kang Dynasty. Every great story needs a great villain, and Kang is exactly that. Kang becomes the first villain to physically take over the world, and he even kills the entire population of Washington, D.C.
Kang isn't just invading New York. He's taking over the entire planet.
This massive story arc takes place over 16 issues, in which numerous heroes are defeated. The climax sees a giant holographic projection of Kang take on a giant holographic projection of Captain America in space. Their battle eventually returns to Earth, where Cap takes him on alone and defeats the Warlord.
You know what? I'm glad Cap's gonna wipe out your timeline. Because any future ruled by you has to stink.
Number 2, the Ultimates.
You ready for another bout? What, you getting sleepy?
A modern reimagining of the Avengers. This is the series that served as the inspiration behind the first Avengers film. In fact, comic book artist Brian Hitch described his work as having a cinematic composition.
This doesn't have to get any messier.
Of course it does. I've come too far for anything else.
The team, assembled by Nick Fury, consists of Captain America, Giant Man, the Wasp, the Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man. This series features plenty of twists and turns, including an enraged Hulk chasing down Freddie Prinze Jr., and culminates with a massive battle against the Chitauri that includes other Marvel characters, including Black Widow, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, and the Scarlet Witch.
Avengers, time to work for a living.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Civil War.
Captain, while a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who'd prefer the word vigilante. You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
The Avengers had some great enemies, but nothing can possibly compare to when the team turned on each other.
Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home? Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die.
After the US government passes a law that all superheroes need to register and reveal their secret identities, the battle lines are drawn.
You're not going alone. You gonna stop me? Put on the suit, let's find out.
I'm not afraid to hit an old man. Put on the suit.
The main players here are Iron Man, who believes that the safety of people trumps personal freedom, and Captain America, who opposes the Hero Registration Act. Nearly all the heroes in the Marvel Universe get involved, including Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. The story ends with the assassination of a major character that shocked the comic book world and changed the Avengers forever.
You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
Do you agree with our list?
You're all not worthy.
What's your favorite Avengers comic? For more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Avengers,